With summer vacations on the calendar, don't forget to cross off an important item on your travel prep checklist that you might not think of. The technology expert Burton Kelso is here with some cybersecurity travel tips. Burton, it's great to catch up with you again.
Good catching up with you.
Okay, well, we all like to travel, especially this time of year, but you want us to be safe. And so there are some things we need to do before we even leave.
Right, exactly. And so, one of the first things that you want to do is to password protect your devices because when you're on the road, those high tech devices are still sought after items that criminals want to get. So, doesn't matter if you have a laptop, tablet, or smartphone, make sure you put passwords on those devices. And better yet, rather than just using the standard password, use biometrics, which is either a key, thumbprint or facial recognition to make it harder for criminals to get into those devices.
Okay, so we definitely want to do that. I've always wondered if the facial recognition is the best thing to do, so that's good to know. What about when we're on the road? We always like to use public Wi-Fi, or we don't really even think about it. We just connect. Is that okay, or something we should avoid?
Yeah, that's a interesting school of thought as far as public Wi-Fi is concerned. But one of the best things that I always tell people to do, if you're unsure, just use the VPN. Well, let me go back. Use the mobile hotspot on your phone
Hmm.
if you want to use public Wi-Fi. But if you are at the airport or a coffee shop, just verify that you are connecting to the right Wi-Fi connection as opposed to just jumping on any open Wi-Fi out there. That could be a criminal who's trying to get access to your information, but just be smart about it. So it's not that public Wi-Fi is horrible. Make sure you're connecting to the right one.
Oh, that's interesting. Do we need a special setting then? Because I feel like mine just automatically grabs onto whatever Wi-Fi is available.
Well, if yours is automatically grabbing onto whatever Wi-Fi is available, there's a setting on both Android and iPhones that allows you to reconnect each time rather than to automatically connect. So enabling that feature to manually connect each time is probably the smartest thing to do.
Okay, good tip, good tip. What else do we need to keep in mind when we're traveling and we want to be cyber safe?
Make sure you're tracking your devices and valuables. So if you have luggage, make sure you're putting smart tags or air tags in those luggage so that you can find out if your luggage made it to its destination. Same thing if you've checked in a laptop or any other electronic device. Put an air tag or a smart tag so you'll know where it is. And also turn on tracking on your devices. If you've got a phone or a tablet, make sure you turn on either Find My for iPhones or Find My for Android. So if you lose your phone or even your AirPods, you'll know exactly where they are and criminals can't take off with them.
Yeah, AirPods are easy to lose, it feels like. So that would definitely be. And should we be writing down our serial numbers and things like that?
Now, once you enable the Find My on your AirPods, then it'll automatically link to your account and no one else will be able to use those AirPods. So that's very important to make sure that you get that Apple connection going on because if you don't, then criminals are just going to be able to make off with them.
A lot of us have smart devices at homes and things like that. Is there anything we need to be aware of when we leave our homes and try to, keep that all safe?
Well, if you've got a smart home, that's a good way to keep track of what's going on at the house. So make sure that you have your smart home enabled so that you can access cameras and other things when you're out on the road. It's not a bad idea to enable smart items for garage door openers, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and even your water heater. Because if
Hmm.
you're out traveling, you want those alerts knowing that something may be going on bad at the house. So it's a good idea to make sure that you are able to remotely access your home when you're traveling so that if an emergency pops up, you can call the neighbor or the proper authorities to make sure that things are going the way they're supposed to.
Burton, thanks so much for helping us be cyber safe, especially as we hit the road. We appreciate it.
No problem.